Alright, so today we're going to be jumping into Arena, trying out Beyond Bankai Gin, and see how he does perform in the Arena game mode. It's no surprise, Gin is an IT character, and he's great in Inheritance Trials when he can actually inflict stat ailments, but can the same be said for Arena? Well, I have gotten the character to R5, so I've run around 10 games with this character, and he's actually quite solid in this particular game mode, despite not really being an Arena character. That's important to know, he doesn't come with any unique skills outside of the fact that at Arena level 5, he does pick up poise. That can be good for both offense and defense gameplay. As a boss, it means you can't stagger him, and maybe if you're playing with the character and you get caught up in a tracking vortex, the poise will give you that extra bit of survivability to get out of it, which he's going to have a pretty easy time doing since the character's base skills, in his innate skills, he does come with Sprinter +2 and also Long Stride. Due to those skills that he does have and the overall kit that he does have, he makes for a pretty good Arena character, but nothing super crazy, because again, he isn't technically an Arena character, right? If he was, he would have been given the start power item, he would have been given more skills to make him better in this game modes. But this character can work with what he got, so let's try him out. Alright, so who are we up against? So lucky for us, we're actually going against two speed characters, which is great. We can actually inflict the poison, and we're pretty much going to have a pretty easy time. For the most part, there isn't really any character here that's going to actually be a problem for us. Now, this season in particular, I'm actually not entirely sure of the rules, but I'm pretty sure it's 4 type affiliations, damage ×2, and that does include Soripers. So we are getting the 2 times damage output, and from the games I have played with this character, I will be honest, there are a few things you need to understand. For starters, damage output obviously is quite slow and lowered when compared to actual Arena characters that come with the, extra 66% stats. So just like every non-Arena character, this character does take a bit of time just to build up for the most part. Once you get the power item to +2 or even 3, you're pretty much going to be fine. In this case, we're actually already fortunate enough to get +1. So ideally in the games when we are playing, we want to at least shoot for +2. Again, speed characters is not going to be a problem, but if we go against Yamamoto, for example, it can be quite annoying. But as you can see there, strong attack wise, we are absolutely golden here. That's the main thing that's great about this particular Gin, is that strong attacks are not an issue. We can sit back, we can snipe with our SA1, and then we can provide some extra crowd control, even safety with our SA2. This game does look to be quite a close one, to be fair. We fortunately do have a pretty decent team with Yamamoto and Kepachi. Yama being a pretty good Arena character. Let's quickly grab that, so we're all going to be on +3. Nice little team balance. Unfortunately, I got a Sobon, but it's fine. Our Sobon can do some respectable damage. Let me just clear up those little mobs. Gonna go up here once more. SA2 on the Yama. See, against a power character, it does appear that we have to use at least 2 strong attacks. But our strong attacks are coming back relatively quick, so it is fine. And this looks to be a very easy game. We don't need to kill. We did actually kill there, extending the game just by an extra couple seconds. But fortunately for us, they weren't really ever close to even getting our score, or more so stealing our score. So we had a very easy first game. The great thing about Gin that makes him really good in Arena, of course, is the fact that he does have the Long Stride and also the extra flash depths. While he wasn't given any unique skills for this particular game mode, just having Long Stride already makes you, really fun or worth using in the Arena game modes. But jump into our next game, a pretty good lineup once more. We have 2 more speed characters to go against, and we're actually somewhat decently fortunate here because we are in the forest map, and the forest map does have that really good map. I'm hoping to get it in this game, or more so in this video. I'm actually somewhat hoping to get it in this video because I always love showcasing characters against it. But we are on the 2 of the 3 open maps, so that means we actually are benefiting here from having the long strides. But I do want to point out this character's weaknesses because we probably won't be able to demonstrate it in this particular video unless we go against a particular character. Ignoring the fact that we need to build up the character to make sure he can do damage against the +5 bosses. The character itself doesn't have any immunities, and that can be somewhat of a problem depending on the character you're going against. If you are host of the game and you end up going against someone like 5th Anniversary Ichigo, for example, that will be quite a tragic game to go against because you will be constantly getting weakened and also paralyzed. So my recommendation, if you are trying to farm a lot with Gin, is mainly to have a friend with you. Ideally someone that's immune to all stat ailments, right? Let's just use our SA1 on these lot. Lovely. Unfortunately didn't take the score, but it's fine. We are about to take the score now. There we go. Got a nice little lead. Gonna grab that box too. Now we're starting to build up our stats again. Ideally you want to get on +2, which for the most part isn't even that hard. Usually you end every game with +2 here. Seems like we got a tad bit unfortunate, but the Nelliel did end up taking 3 of our bonuses, so maybe that's the problem. And you can see that if we go against a speed character, there's a pretty good chance that once we use a strong attack, we are going to poison them. I'm pretty sure at that point we used 3 strong attacks. We used 3 strong attacks on Aaroniero, and all the times he got inflicted by poison. Let's use that SA1 there. Can we score still last seconds? It's fine. They almost stole our score though. There was actually boxes down here, so that's kind of on me. I should have been grabbing those boxes to get those extra bit of stats. But jumping to our next game, this is actually the map that I like to showcase. It's always a fun time in this one because basically there's only 2 spawns here. We do have have an Aizen on our team, which is actually pretty nice because we do get the benefit from the boost here. That's going to increase our DPS by a tad bit, but it's also going to provide us with an extra bit of protection in case someone like Yamamoto, for example, wants to use a strong attack against us. That would definitely be detrimental to us. Gin luckily doesn't need to stay at full stamina, so if we do take damage, it's not that big of a deal. Then we go down here. Is there a box? Yes, there is. Going to grab that. And now we're going to slowly start to build ourselves up here, and we're going to send back the NPCs back onto the other side, and we're going to keep lapping it. And this is how you can really get some high scored games here. I don't need to worry about the mission being completed here. Now I do actually, because there's enemies down here. Let me just use my soul bomb. There we go again. Another boost right here. Dodge that Yamamoto like ours. Yuha. Would love if the Yama stays away from me though. There we go. So we send it back to the left. Now we just wait for them to send it back to us. We're doing actually quite decent here, considering the fact that we have to, build up the character stats here. But as you can see here, for the most part, once you are on +2, you don't really have to worry about DPS. Maybe against the power character, we have to use an extra strong attack. But for the most part, we are basically one-shotting. And that SA2 is going to be really good for just grouping everyone up. Really easy match. Anyone spawn up here? Yes, they did. And that was Kagaroza. He does have last ditch, but it's not going to be a problem. Let's use our SA3 there. This is a really good match. More so for just stacking up points, right? It's not even close by any means. But that's usually how these matches do go. It's usually one-sided. Whoever can actually just kill faster here is going to be the superior team. And Gin is performing quite well. I also really like this map too because you don't even need to get long stride on this map. Because as you'll see, we're not basically moving, right? We're basically staying up here for the most part. And we're doing just fine. And we were surprisingly able to be the MVP of that match there, getting 16,000 score. That's really good. Really, really good. But jumping into our last game, we're already at a disadvantage, but we're going to see how this one turns out. We have an Aaroniero on our team that is disconnected, but the AI will do their thing, and hopefully he can actually put some work in. Since this season does give Aaroniero damage ×2, they are able to use NAD characters this season and actually do some respectable damage. But that also can be a bad thing on our end, right? But they do have an Arena Aaroniero, so damage-wise, they do have the better team here, but we might be able to pull through. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be a very close one, though. We need to make sure we grab all the boxes. Let me use my summon here. There we go. I'm going to use my SA1 up there just in case I can snipe them. Going to grab any box that can spawn in. There we go. Go up there. Grab that box. Lovely. Another box is spawned in. Might have to try and go for like a +5 in this game just to keep up. But we are surprisingly winning as of right now. Again, it can go either way last second. The game isn't decided until it's done. But right now, it is looking somewhat promising for us. We are actually fortunate enough to have the Aaroniero on our team because he is lowering their stats and also providing us with the shield, providing extra protection here, but also allowing us to do a tad bit more damage here too. I'm using my SA1 him. Aaroniero is not going to be a problem. Hopefully the Vortex can grab that boost while I grab that one up there. There we go. Lovely. Did actually get both of them. Seems like all the enemies are up here. At this point on +3, we're probably going to be one-shotting characters unless they're a power character. We are staying in it, though. It's going to be a very close game. They're about to score still from us. Currently unknown if we can take back from them, but we might. Anyway, still alive. Gin's still alive. Okay. Going to go down here and use my soul bomb. Score still last second. Love to see it. And the game's about to finish. Despite just being a man down, we are able to end it on a banging game. And that right there is Gin's performance in Arena. Definitely a very solid character. Keep in mind, he wasn't designed for the game mode, but due to the skills he does have, he definitely can be used here. We were actually able to get a pretty good score, 13,000 compared to these three. Very surprised in that. I'm honestly very surprised we were able to win there. But due to Gin's damage output, most importantly, the mobility, the extra flash devs, and also long stride really do make this character worth using in Arena if you are a Gin fan. As of right now, this is pretty much the best Gin to use in the Arena game mode. He isn't a top 10 Arena character, but he can be used and he can be a lot of fun. So if you have Gin, you want to try him out, I definitely recommend it. Had a bit of fun taking him to rank 5. Didn't really have any problems besides the immunity, but I'm playing by myself, so that is going to happen. But with that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.